Man, did you guys see this Flash and Magneto's daughter crossover? Whew, DC and Marvel is stepping they shit up. Thanks for joining me on Christopher's Couch. I am Christopher, and today I will be reviewing Season 3, Episode 3 of The Flash, Magenta. Man, this was a fairly good episode. I thought this episode didn't really have a lot of action, but it had a lot of dialogue between the different characters, and I guess you could say a lot of emotions between different characters. You had Dr. Wells coming back with Jesse, finding out that Jesse has her powers that were dormant, kind of just come out, and I guess she wants to be a hero, and Dr. Wells doesn't want her to be. He doesn't want her life in danger because, you know, she's his child, and so you know how parents are. So we had a lot of dialogue and emotion with them. We also have dialogue with Detective Joe and his son Wally, because with Jesse coming back and having powers, Wally is, you know, he's kind of like, I want powers too. A little bit saddened that his powers haven't came out yet, but he doesn't know. We don't know if he have them yet. I think with that, I think that Dr. Alchemy is somehow. As a matter of fact, I think is that I think that Wally is gonna search. I think Wally is gonna look for Dr. Alchemy in order for Dr. Alchemy to give him his powers. Because I don't know, I feel like he's probably gonna start dreaming. You find out that the people that are getting their powers from Dr. Alchemy, they're dreaming of their of the Flashpoint person, the Flashpoint them, and then you start dreaming them and dreaming their life and stuff that they happen in their life. So I feel like he's probably gonna start dreaming, and then he's really gonna be so eager to get his abilities that he's gonna search for Dr. Alchemy and find him, and Dr. Alchemy is gonna for some reason give him his abilities. That's how I think that's gonna go. So we had Joe. We had a quick little outburst from Barry to Wally, because at some point Wally was told from Jesse that she pretty much forced her abilities come out when her life was in danger. So he put his own self in danger for a quick second, almost got hit by a vehicle, and so Barry, after learning that, was pretty heated about that. Barry is very intent on keeping Wally from knowing that, you know, in Flashpoint he was the Flash and stuff, and he doesn't want to tell anybody that, but he really seems like he really just doesn't want Wally to, you know, be Kid Flash. So he has an outburst on that. Also in this episode, we get pretty much Barry and Iris try and go on a date. They try and go on a date, but it doesn't really work out well. I could tell that date was looking boring. Like, I'm good at dates, all right? If Barry needed some pointers on a date, he can come to me. But that date was definitely boring. You could tell that it was boring. They could tell it was boring. I mean, Iris even yawned at one point, but it's not Barry's fault, kinda. I mean, well, towards the end, you know, they go on another date, and then Barry realized, you know, the first date, I didn't want to use my powers. You didn't want me to use my power. You just wanted it to be, you know, you and me. But at the same time, being the Flash and having the speed is a part of me, and I think we were neglecting that. So he decided to use his abilities for the third date. Took them somewhere. Somewhere it seemed pretty far, and he ended up getting called away from work. But he left her there. I wouldn't have left her there. If I got a call from my job and I was with a bad broad, like, she looked it real good and Iris was looking good. She was looking good. I probably wouldn't have answered that. Probably would have sent one of them quick response messages like, hey, my dog just died. I can't come in. I had to flush my goldfish down the toilet. It died from me not cleaning its fish tank or something in about a year or two. I would have came up with some type of excuse, because hey, Iris was looking good. I'm not gonna lie, but I do like their chemistry. I think that Iris and Barry's chemistry has gotten a lot better since the first season or the second season. I guess you could say second season. First season, it was more like he had this like huge crush on her. She wasn't really paying him any mind or didn't even see him in that way. Second season was a little bit more of that, but then she started to see him in that way. This season, I think they're showing a lot of the great chemistry that them two do have. So kudos to him. Got a kiss, all this other stuff. I hope it works out, but you know, superheroes, it never does. So also in this episode, we got a little tag team action of Barry and Jesse Quick. Well, I'm sorry, The Flash and Jesse Quick. Little tag team action. It was good to see that Jesse got her outfit, her superhero outfit. Can't wait to see her in that. Looking forward to that. So, but she was able to help out the Flash and save the hospital, which was funny to me when Frankie or Magenta had this big, I don't know what that thing was called. I forgot what it's called. Just some big ass boat or whatever the fuck it is, huge thing. It just reminded me so much of the Marvel movie. Which one was that? First Class, when Magneto was, trying to sink the submarine and stuff. It just reminded me so much that I was like, what the fuck? This little girl would probably be a mutant class 5, I guess, category 5 if this was Marvel. Like, she's lifting this huge ass thing and she looked like she's like 12 or something. But I mean, geez, hey, don't be abusive to your wife, your kids, or anybody, because it won't end well, especially if they have abilities. Because her father, her adoptive father, was pretty much just abusive to her, and I guess she just couldn't handle that shit anymore, to the point where she was about to drop this big ass motherfucking submarine, not even submarine, this big ass motherfucking boat or something, on top of the whole hospital. She just didn't give a fuck. I was surprised at the end when Barry let her go. I mean, I know it was like another part of you, but goddamn, shit, on the entire hospital, you trying to kill, your goal was to kill one person, but to achieve that goal, to unlock that PlayStation trophy, you was gonna break down the whole damn building. God damn. Nuh-uh. That just couldn't be me. I probably had to pull a Damon, Stefan neck snap on her for that. Dang, and Iris was in there too. But they let her go. It's alright. They're the good guys. But we did get to see a little bit of alchemy. He was pretty much talking to Magenta. She was, had her little issues. She's trying to take control of Frankie's complete body and stuff. So that's the reason why she wanted to go kill her father. But that was pretty much the only time we did see alchemy. We didn't really see much of him. We got to see the new guy, Julian, Barry's partner, and man, he seems pretty crazy. Like, the way he was just yelling at that girl, I think if I was Barry, I probably would have let him die. I mean, that was some fucked up shit. You yelling at that little girl like that. Somebody need to knock him off his ass. But do I want to say that he might have something to do with the alchemy? Dr. Alchemy? I could see that. I don't know why, but I could see that. I don't know. I could see him being Dr. Alchemy for some reason, but maybe not. Other than that, it wasn't really much else that happened. Dr. Wells and Jesse's gonna be sticking around a little bit longer for a few more days, so look forward to that. Definitely looking forward to the next episode. We have the Mirror Master, if I'm not mistaken, that's what his name is. So definitely looking forward to seeing one of Flash's original villains and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to the next episode. But as for this episode, I mean, I thought it was good. Had a lot of dialogue, emotions. That's pretty much all it had. So I would say I would give this one just a thumb up. but not taking away from anything. Still a good episode. Just I guess you could say it was just one of those laid back type of episodes, which I have no problem for. The Flash, in my opinion, has never had a bad episode. There was never a bad episode there was never an episode I thought was just like bad. So, good episode. And hey, look forward to the next one. And I enjoy doing these reviews. I enjoy stuff like this, living in this type of thing about, if this stuff was real and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. And if you didn't, whatever. Don't care, but I do. But hey, do your boy a favor, comment, subscribe, and like if you like the video. Spread the word, Thanks for joining me, Christopher's Couch. I am Christopher. Hope you guys have a nice night. Deuces.